Then the Malach of Yahuwah called to Abraham out of heaven the second time and said, because you have done this, and because you have not withheld your only son from me, I vowed by myself that in blessing I will bless you, and I will bless your descendants and multiply their seed like the stars that in the heaven and the sands upon the seashore. And your descendants shall possess the gates of your enemy. For by your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Surely in blessing I will bless you, and in multiplying I will multiply your descendants like the stars of the sky and the sands upon the seashore. And your descendants shall possess the gates of your enemies. Through your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice. Genesis 22, verse 15 to 17. Yah's creation Sabbath of the fourth quarter of the moon of the second biblical lunar month, IYAR 29, 6011, which falls on May 7th, 2024, and Rome's Gregorian calendar is here, O house of Yasharel. And we are approximately 3 hours into Yah's holy Sabbath. Seeing a sunset these days are very rare, but Yah's Sabbath is here, and I just want to tell us one more time that Yah's Sabbath is not Saturday as we taught, but Yah's Sabbath is determined by the new moon, by each new moon, and the 4 phases of the moon. And so Rome has removed Yah's Sabbath from the moon cycle and have set up her own day of worship and their own deity as well. But the Sabbath is a covenant and a statute between Yahuwah and his chosen people, Yasharel. And so we see in Exodus 31, verses 13 to 17, where Yah pointed out that his Sabbath is the sign of sanctification between him and his chosen people, Yasharel. And also that whoever do any work on that day should be cut off from his people. However, because of our ancestors' rebellion, Yahuwah himself has caused his Sabbaths to be forgotten. And we see that again in Hosea 2 verse 11 and Lamentation 2 verses 1 to 6. So like Yahuwah says, I am Yahuwah. I create evil and I create good. I create war and I create destruction. I, Yahuwah, does all these things. That is Isaiah 45 verse 7. And so things are as YAH will it to be. And so I see where Rome's children continue to remove your likes from these videos because they seem to believe that they are the ones who are in control and they are the ones who the world should follow their laws, while YAH's laws are rejected. But they better know that it is YAH who caused his Sabbaths to be forgotten. But in the end, he said he will restore his people and he will forgive their sins. And he will cause them to be fruitful in the land. And so, like we were told by Yahuwah to remember Lot's wife, and also to remember Amalek, and to see to it that Amalek do not remain under the heavens, but Amalek should be cut off because they afflicted Yah's people while Yah's people are in distress. So let no man kill themselves and believe that they are doing what they please. All things are ordered by Yahuwah. And Yahuwah said that we would forget him, but we would cause us to remember him in the land of our captivity. And so we are remembering Yahuwah now. And we also are remembering what our ancestors went through, what our Yashalite or Israelite ancestors went through. We are remembering that our forefather Abraham went through tribulation, went through fire, but Yah protect him. And the only thing that happened to him when he was thrown in the fire was that the ropes that bound him was loosed. But he wore his clothes and he walked in the fire for 3 days and 3 nights. So let us look back on what Yah has done for us, for our ancestors, and know that he is doing the very same for us today. I have a date because Just like our ancestors suffered then, our history is now being repeated through our supreme leader, Grandmaster Jay, who I personally continue to talk about. This system has targeted him, going now, let me see, 3 years, 5 months, and 3 days. The equivalent of 3 lunar years, 7 months, and 1 day. And so, just like our ancestors suffered before by the heathens and the other nations, we see our supreme leader suffering the same today. But like Yahuwah sent his Malachim to walk in the fire with Abraham, our forefather, and with our ancestors, the Hebrew boy, we know that Yahuwah will look after us and we need not fear. And as I continue to say, the only thing that we should fear is disobedience, because Yahuwah will defend us. And even if the body is killed, just know that Yahuwah promised that he will wake us out of our graves. And so this is the 4th Sabbath, which falls on Tuesdays on Rome's Gregorian calendar since April 16, 2024 to May 7, 2024. Tomorrow, which is going to be Wednesday, is going to be the new moon day when a new biblical month will start. So let us realize that the substitutes that Rome set up cannot replace Yah's word, nor his Sabbath, nor his name, because Yah's name is wiped out clean from his word, and God, Lord, and Jesus Christ is placed. But let us know that, as Yahusha says, in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrine the commandment of men. And so it appeared like the powers that were coveted the promises that Yah make to us. But the promises that Yah make to us will abide and endure forever. I saw something that I want to read, and I'm going to see if I find it, I will. But if not, just know that we are Yah's special, treasured possession, and we are the apple of his eyes. I really want to read something for us, and I would surely love to find it. But it is telling us that Yah will forgive our sins. This is Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel. I want to find it. Unto thee, oh Yahuwah. I really want to find it. Why don't I find it? Oh, oh my goodness. Well, but anyway, Yah promised that He will forgive our sins and that He will heal us and that He will cleanse us and make us joy to the other nations. Why did I see it? I really want to find it. I really, really, really want to find it. I really, really want to find it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I want to find it. Why won't I find it? No. It's a bad luck. I don't know where I wanted to read that for us. That is not being done. Oh, where did it go? Well, I haven't, oh, maybe this is it over here. All right. Yeah, maybe this is it over here. I would be so happy. Would it be? It's not right. It was 30 something. Oh, goodness. I haven't. Okay. Well, I apologize about that. For some reason, it would. To the fold. Yeah. It's too bad. What I needed to read to us is let me see what this says. It says Israel is like a scattered sheep. The lions have driven them away. Oh, it's just talking about what has happened to Yah's people. Yes, so much has happened to Yah's people, but Yah promised to restore us. And so let us not fear, though the earth be removed and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Let us obey Yahuwah above all forever. Let us worship Him. And let us know that if we are willing and obedient, we shall eat the good of the land. But if we refuse and rebel, we will be delivered by the sword. Hope all goes well. And we look forward to the new moon when your Sabbath will be on Wednesdays for the third biblical month. And so may Yahuwah favor you. May Yahuwah cause His face to shine upon you. May Yahushua be gracious unto you and give you peace. Shalom.